edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse. I'm my partner Ryan. I'm Jamin, and this edition of the Pulse is going to give you our TNA Bound for Glory 2012 review. Really good show here. Really delivered in a lot of the ways that we were looking for. A lot of the high-profile matches really delivered here, and a lot of the undercard matches really kind of stepped up from what we thought they were going to be, and really delivered as well, and really came out to be one of, if not the best TNA pay-per-view of the year so far, and a really good Bound for Glory here, and we're going to run down the card for you. First matchup, we had the X Division title line one champion Zema Ion went up against Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, they this had a really X Division kind of feel to it. Zema Ion got a lot of offense in on this, a lot more than I thought. Really took it to RVD. Not really making. People think that this was just going to be a one-sided matchup here with just RVD just taking control the whole time, and you almost thought it was just going to win like nothing. It was going to be more of a squash. But yeah, I mean, this was a good opener. It definitely surprised me how much offense Zema Ion got, and he impressed me in this match. Definitely to the point that I don't know if they're going to start a feud out of this or what they're going to do with RVD with the X Division title. But yeah, I mean, this was a good opener. Not really much storyline going into it other than there was no X Division title match. Just got thrown on here, and it didn't do anything bad, and it didn't do anything really great either. But it was just there, and it was pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah, saw a little opener here. I kind of expected the X title to start. A lot of the, as we've said before, a lot of the TNA shows have the X title kind of get that crowd, hyped up with a lot of the spots that they put on the X-type matchups here. And like you said, really nothing too much to talk about, but it served at least somewhat of a point. Obviously, it served a point to where it was a title change here, having RVD take the title from Zema Ion. It kind of looked like when they made this match impromptu, and they were kind of like, I guess we're just kind of done with Zema Ion, and we'll throw RVD with the X title here and have him maybe go up against some younger guys that he hasn't got able to get in the ring with before going into the future for the X Division Championship. And RVD getting the win and new X Division champion in that opener for Bound for Glory there. Next matchup, we had the TNA Television title on line one champion Samoa Joe went up against Magnus. Again, this one kind of exceeded what I thought. I mean, it really wasn't anything too special here, but it kind of got a little bit more out of it than I thought they were here. Magnus really showing he could go in there and, go Joe for the little amount of time that they got in there. Had some groundwork that they did, and, Samoa Joe looking impressive as he always does, and Samoa Joe retaining the championship in this matchup. Great to see that. As I said in the preview, I didn't want to see him to flip-flop it and give the title to Magnus. I want to see him, let Joe have a little solid run with the television title here, and, let him go out there and dominate some guys and go in there and have some competitive matchups at, TNA pay-per-views, because the fan base is always going to be behind a guy like Samoa Joe. They love him, we love him, and it's great to see him with the championship here in TNA. It's not the one that, he really deserves up there as, could be a world champion, obviously. But getting the television title here and putting on some little matches here and there, obviously throwing in there Magnus here and having a solid little match. And Samoa Joe retaining the television championship.
Yeah, this was a good little short match here. Magnus definitely looking pretty good in this. I was surprised with him. Always thought he was okay, but I never thought he was great as in a tag team role. I think they could mold him into something, but definitely good seeing Joe win here. Really giving him a little bit of steam to do something. Like I said before, throwing the TV title on a guy like Joe, who what is it? They have to defend the title every Impact, which I guess is not true anymore because I totally scrapped the idea. Yeah. But as long as he has a TV title, that means he'll be on television more, which a lot of fans truly enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely solid match here. Like I said, nothing great, nothing bad, but just still a pretty good match. Definitely exceeding our expectations for these undercard matches for this show.
Next up, we had the street fight with Special Enforcer King Mo featuring James Storm going up against Bobby Roode.
Yeah, we both definitely agree on how this is exactly how this was supposed to be. King Mo not getting involved and making a big mess of things. Had a little ditty in there and somewhere in the middle in there, and that was about it. But other than that, I mean, this was down to a T how it was supposed to be. I at least thought it should have been ran as a match and booked, and James Storm getting busted open, just nasty blood everywhere, and this match was insane. There were some crazy spots, people just going nuts, and it was definitely the highlight, at least for me, of the show. Definitely the best match of the show, and showed up big time. Great ending to a feud, going on to bigger and better things for both these guys, hopefully.
Yeah, this was the match I really wanted to. I was looking forward to the most in this entire card. I just knew these guys could go in there in this element and put on exactly what they put on, because given the time and in the situation they do, they have just an amazing chemistry with each other. And you saw it with them when they tag together, and you see it in the matches they have here, and throwing them in this street fight element, which both these guys are just perfect for. And they went out there and put on exactly, like Ryan said, exactly what I wanted to see with this match, which is exactly what we got out of this match. You had James Storm getting busted up just looked brutal and just added so much to it, and just adding that color to the match adds to the match. And you know that we say that all the time, and it really did in this match. The little back and forth they had on the outside on that stage, and the table spot they did, and that ending with the beer shot and pulling them back up and kind of having that emotional finish that I really wanted to have out of that. I think it really adds to a match and shows the storytelling in it and everything about that. And I think it really added this match, and had that super kick with the thumbtacks, and even adding the thumbtacks in there with the spot they did off the top was just amazing. So just an absolutely great no DQ street fight type matchup here that I knew these guys can just execute perfectly, and kind of finishing up this feud. I'd love to see it continue, but kind of having that culmination here with James Storm coming out as the victor. And in this match, as he said, King Mo not getting too involved here, which I didn't want to see him really involved at all with this match. But just having him do that little thing in the middle there and not getting too involved was exactly what you really needed. And having these guys go out there and shine. He didn't want anything else to overshine what these guys can go out there and do, and that's what they did in this matchup. Absolutely great street fight here. My favorite match on this card, and what I really look forward to the most. So thank God that delivered there, and James Storm getting the win in the street fight. Next matchup, we had Joey Ryan going up against Al Snow. If Joey Ryan got the win in this match, he would get his TNA contract. Really going to this, we didn't think it was going to be wrestling-wise too great of a matchup, but we thought it can bring the kind of entertainment value and some interesting little elements here, and we got that entertainment, interesting element. We had, obviously, at the end here with Matt Morgan coming in and helping Joey Ryan get the win, and all the entertaining, just random stuff that kind of happened at the end of this matchup was just intriguing to see. And Joey Ryan getting the TNA contract here, now a member of the TNA roster, and like we said in the preview, he's an entertaining guy and really adds to this roster, I believe. And I think seeing this stuff with Matt Morgan, whatever the hell is going to happen in the long run with that, but Joey Ryan getting the win and now a member of the TNA roster.
Yeah, this is definitely what I thought it was going to be. Real entertaining match they did here. A couple different spots, some good wrestling stuff too. Obviously Al Snow, a guy who trains guys to become better wrestlers. Yeah. So I was definitely expecting that. Joey Ryan doing a great job here. They did a spot with that the crowd was head, and went under the ring, and Al Snow got head, and the crowd marked out pretty hard for that. And it's funny, just
the term just went down and got it, dude.
Just went down and got it.
I don't think you even caught that. I caught it.
You just can't get away with it on this show at all.
You can't at all.
But yeah, he goes down and gets the head.
There you go.
There we go. And he tries to use it, and the ref gets knocked out, and Joey Ryan just starts making out with the mannequin head, and it was just very entertaining stuff. Then you got Matt Morgan run out there, carbon footprint, hook kick, whatever, Al Snow, get in there, Joey Ryan gets his win. Joey Ryan run over, just jumps on his leg and just holds on to him like, he's like a baby or something, and jumps up, and you think he's, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, nope, Matty Ice.
Matty Ice, yeah. I was going to say Matt Ryan. But Matt Morgan to jump up, he's going to shake his hand or whatever, and I thought maybe Matt Morgan was just going to attack him. No, shakes his hand, they both pose together, and I'm like, this is interesting. This is kind of weird. I wonder where they're going to go from here. But Joey Ryan getting his contract, of all the guys who I guess did gut check.
Yes.
Who didn't make it, now made it, and has had a match on Bound for Glory. God forbid. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely entertaining here. Did not take anything away. I was heavily entertained by this.
Yeah. Next matchup, we have the Triple Threat Tag match for the TNA Tag Titles, featuring champions Christopher Daniels and Kaz going against AJ Styles and Kurt Angle and Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez.
Yeah. This is your Spot Fest tag match. I wasn't quite sure how they were going to run this, if they were going to run it like a tornado style or just tag in, whatever. They did tag in. It was kind of all over the place in the beginning. They were trying to get, things going in different spots, and they finally worked out a system. Everyone's kind of started jumping in and doing different stuff. A lot of great spots. A great spot with AJ just jumping in mid-direction, doing a flip. Great move to the outside. A lot of great spots here. Definitely what I thought. I know they went into this with the feud between AJ and Daniels and all that stuff still going on, but like I said, I still thought it was time for maybe to jump to the next level to give Chavo, there's a reason they brought him in. They wanted to highlight and put him with Hernandez, and they did a great job here. And this was a good spot fest tag type match, and this is what I expected from this, and maybe even exceeded a little bit more than what I expected. And it was pretty good. Definitely enjoyed it, and was definitely another highlight of this show.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. It was really kind of what I thought about I was going to get out of this matchup. Obviously, when I'm going in, like Ryan said, we kind of didn't know what we were going to get out of the formatting or how the match was going to go down, if it was going to be tornado or whatever it was going to be. Ended up being the kind of tag format. And we knew in the end, the last 5 or so minutes, it was just going to get hectic and just turn into a big spot fest kind of thing, and that's exactly what we got, which ended up helping this matchup out a lot. Obviously, that AJ spot will be one I'll remember. That was outstanding. I thought he was going to go for the 450 in the ring, but he kind of springboarded over and did that flip dive. And yeah, having Chavo and Hernandez get the win here, I don't really know. Obviously, I think it makes sense of what Ryan was talking about, bringing Chavo in and kind of give him something to do, but just that kind of, the crowd didn't really care. I don't think they've really cared about impacts. They haven't really given a shit. And, it's sad to say, because I think they could be a pretty good tag team in the long run, but just with everything else going on, and I think in the long run, I think it'll be good. Having AJ and Angle probably break up and do singles stuff, which I thought if they could have had singles matches on this card, this would have been even more amazing, having those kind of matches on there. But having them in this tag match was great as well. But Daniels and Castle, I think were outstanding as tag champions. I enjoy that they're entertaining as hell, and they could put on the matches. Duh. We've seen it as the tag run that they've had, so I thought it would have made a lot of sense to come in there kind of against all odds and retain the titles. I thought it would have been pretty interesting to see that. But giving Chavo and Hernandez titles, it's pretty cool. We'll see what they'll do out of that. But pretty good matchup here for the tag titles. And Chavo and Hernandez getting the tag championships in that matchup. Next matchup, we have the Knockouts title between champion Miss Tessmacher and Tara. This was great for different reasons. By the way, I just have to mention my love for Taryn Terrell. Outstanding. I was going to just talk about Taryn Terrell the entire time we reviewed this match, but I won't, because there's other things we're going to talk about. We had the guest ring bell ringer, whoever the fuck that was. Some random person. And we cut straight to just the most hard-ass stare-down knockout scene I think we've ever seen. With just fucking face-to-face, just on it. And just, what did we get after that? Just a whiff, a titty punch, and just fell on her ass, did a roll-up, and we're like, well, that was the most random fucking start to just a knockouts match ever. And just Tara wins the match. Whatever, who cares? That's not the best part. Tara wins, new Knockouts champion. Great to see that there. And Ryan, we've been getting hints that Tara just has a secret Hollywood boyfriend, just her boo. Her boo. Just secret Hollywood, and you just think secret Hollywood, you think maybe just Brad Pitt. No. Nah. Just George Clooney? Nah. Can't be. Just Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever his name is. That's what Tara calls it.
I don't think it's...
No.
Nope.
You want to know who it was?
I got an idea, but go ahead.
Here it is. Big Brother's Jesse. The Jesse.
As in Jesse Ventura?
No, not Governor. No. The Jesse.
As in Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
The Jesse. That's not the Jesse.
There's one more Jesse that I'm thinking of.
Let's hear it.
I got nothing.
It's the Jesse.
The Jesse. Okay.
Are you
I've never heard of this guy in my life.
Are you fucking serious?
I've never heard of this guy in my life.
Big Brother's Jesse! No one, what? Sorry, Tara, no one watches that shit. No one knows what the fuck you're talking about. Why? Just, you can talk now about it. Just whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this was an okay women's match. It wasn't terrible. It didn't really do anything.
Nobody will remember that, though.
Nobody will remember it, no. Tara getting the win clean here out of nowhere. It was kind of just, I don't know, maybe it was just an introduction to bring this guy in. And I'd heard rumblings of this guy, getting signed by TNA. He's a fit-looking dude. He looks like he could wrestle, maybe, if he's not a tree. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, bringing him in like this. They had to put Big Brother, from Big Brother, Jesse. Because if she just said, Jesse, everyone's going to be like, Jesse Neal? Who? Jesse Neal? That guy don't have a mohawk anymore.
That's not Jesse Neal. He's not a Marine or whatever he was.
Yeah. I don't know about this guy.
No,
I don't really care either. So
Tara, the new Knockouts champion, with her boo Jesse. Her boo. He's my boo.
My boo.
Whew, boy. Next up, we have the battle between the Aces and Eights and TNA's Sting and Bully Ray. If Aces and Eights got the win in this matchup, they will get full access to the Impact Zone, Universal Studios, and the Harry Potter ride. And if Sting and Bully Ray win this matchup, Aces and Eights will leave TNA forever.
Yeah. You know, this was interesting. You had Sting come out with a Bully Ray t-shirt on, and you had Bully Ray come out with some Sting face paint on. They were unified, man. They
were together all day. They watched football together. They ate dinner together.
Yeah, they used the same toothbrush. They were unified that day. And, yeah, you know, a little spotty brawl here. Nothing, you know, super special. It was entertaining. You know, they did the whole deal with the people running in there and running out. People getting beat up. They had, you know, what's his name? They had the Parks guy who's Abyss out there chained up. He broke up when a guy ran in the ring who was probably Wes Briscoe. They chased him off, did a little deal. Had a guy run to the ring, completely covered in black, right? So we're sitting here thinking, we're like, gotta be Bischoff, right? Yeah. We're like, the way he's
moving around.
He's moving around. He's doing just instructions. That's Bischoff.
Yeah.
Then we're like, no, it can't be Bischoff. He's moving around like a wrestler.
Yeah.
So that's got to be Jeff Jarrett, right? Yeah. It's got to be Jeff Jarrett, right? So then they start unveiling him, right? And you see the back of his head, and he's black, right? And I'm like, King Mo. It's King Mo. Turns around. Devon is your leader. Devon is your leader of the Aces and Eights. This is by far the greatest, worst reveal of all time. I not one time in the history of thinking about who the leader would this be would ever say this would be Devon. Ever. Not one time. So it was so epic to the point where I did not think it was going to be him. It was revealed as Devon. Apparently the crowd had an involvement in this. Apparently Devon is better.
Oh, yeah.
Is the reason that he... I'm sorry, this makes no sense whatsoever, but at the same time is absolutely genius for just trolling the fuck out of all the fans, because I did not see this coming whatsoever. It made me laugh hard and good.
Yeah, the unpredictability was there. The what the fuck are they doing was there also. Yeah. Because just you could think of so many other, and we don't know how it's going to go down in the long run, what's going to go on. Obviously, we saw the interaction between Devon and Bully Ray there, and obviously we're going to get something out of that in the long run, but just, it's Devon, people. Just, I really think everyone in the Impact Zone who just absolutely are fucking bonkers ape shit for Devon would probably just go suck his dick if they could, because they love them some Devon. Devon's better, obviously, every time Bully Ray's out there and putting on solid matches, which Devon can't do. They're all over his dick, so we need to make Devon the leader of Aces and Eights. That conversation went down in the back. They're like, all right, guys, who's gonna be leader of this hard-ass Sons of Impact group we got here? Fucking Devon? Yep. Why not? Because that makes a lot of fucking sense, and Jesus. No, just fucking, God, we were just sitting there waiting, like, oh God, this Bully Ray turn is going to be the shit. Just having to come out in the face paint and getting the crowd all pumped and shit, and just, it's going to be great. No, just what the fuck are you...
They did it like that because, you know, we were sitting there thinking it had to be Bully Ray that was turning. It had to be Bully Ray.
It would only make sense.
And it would make, yeah, it would make sense. And we were, you know, that's what people were waiting for. And I was waiting for it too. And I was like, you know, it makes sense. They've been looking for a reason to try to get this guy to the main event, to main event status. Main event, you know, being the leader of a faction would perfectly fit him into that aura. Let's troll the fuck out of everybody and put Devon as the leader, who nobody once thought that it would be. I mean, I give him credit for fucking trolling me.
They did.
Because I never once thought it would be him. And then it was him.
Just to see Sting and Hulk Hogan shocked at something Devon is doing. They're shocked at Devon right now. We're talking about Devon fucking Dudley right now. Are we fucking serious? It's Devon. Fuck. I mean, are you...
You sound like, what is his name? Allen Iverson.
Yeah, dude. Talk about practice, motherfucker.
Practice.
Talking about Devon right now. Shit. God damn it. Just Devon is leader of the fucking Aces and Eights. Just that is just fucking, there you go. Next matchup. We have the main event for the TNA World Championship featuring champion A-Double Austin Aries, greatest man that ever fucking lived, going up against Jeffrey Nero Hardy. And he got some new intro music.
Yeah.
Austin Aries doesn't get new intro music. We have to mention that amazing fucking promo that Austin Aries cut on this past edition of Impact, that kind of shoot whatever promo you want to call it, fucking outstanding with everything Austin Aries said, and that's what he can prove. You want to get the shit done, you get Austin Aries in there, and that's what he did with that. He didn't get any new intro music. Jeff Hardy did. He went down with his brother, made some new jams.
In the basement.
Went to Waffle House after and said, we fucking rocked that Imagination track up. Fuck that shit up. Came back, we got the mask back.
He had the mask.
He had the mask back. We haven't seen that one in a while. Great to see that.
Indeedly do.
And yeah, no joking aside, this was a really solid matchup. Austin Aries, as we said, pulled this one out of Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy showed up. As we said, his goal of the day, he woke up today, had a checklist on his refrigerator. Jeffrey Nero Hardy, do not get fucked up before this match, and let's show up with a stable, ready, clean brain going into this fucking matchup. And he did a good job. He avoided all problems going.
I see that in my brain, just on his
he'd
fridge.
wake up, just that,
just buy eggs, tattoo, maybe later,
music.
Make a new song.
Yep.
Don't get high before Bound for Glory.
Boom, that's his checklist. He checked them all off today. Yeah, Austin Aries looked outstanding in this matchup. Jeff Hardy showing up, really producing in this matchup as well. And we had the outstanding finish here, which I really thought we were going to get an Austin Aries retain after that. We had the double dive out, had the brain buster, and looked like got the 1-2-3, but had the near fall. And Jeff Hardy getting out of that, hitting the twist of fate, hitting the swanton, really nasty looking swanton, and winning the world championship, the Bound for Glory Series winner Jeff Hardy. Now the new TNA World Champion in this matchup here.
Yeah, I love how TNA, didn't just give this to Jeff Hardy. I mean, they gave it to him, but they really made him work with Austin Aries. I think I really get the point of this shoot promo, other than if it was Austin Aries' idea or it was TNA's idea. I really like the feeling Austin Aries felt like, yeah, you know what, I know I'm going to lose the title here. Let me go out here and just put myself over and be like, you know what, they're giving you this, they're giving you that, so you
And he was over as a motherfucker on this page.
Yeah, which would neither of us mention.
We need to mention that.
The crowd was, I want to say like 85-15.
Probably.
That's a rough estimate of 85% was on Austin Aries' side. There was a little shine where there was an Aries Hardy, back and forth, but after that, all the kids got tired. They got tired after the tag match. The kids just got tired.
They're tired. It's bedtime.
They pooped out.
It's a school night.
It is indeed. So the dealio, yes, this was great. This is probably the second best match on the show, next to obviously the match with Storm and Roode, and they did a good job here. And Aries pulling it out of Hardy here, putting a great match on with Hardy, and Aries just no matter what he could do to just be heel, it just the crowd was all over him. They loved him. Did a lot of great spots in this, a lot of great work. You could tell how much effort they put in this, and definitely ended off well. Nothing stupid at the end, clean finish. How Bound for Glory should. I think this is in one of the better Bound for Glories that's ever happened. Yeah. And I definitely think this is quite possibly TNA's best show of the year. Probably the best pay-per-view since Extreme Rules, in my opinion. We haven't seen Glory of Honor yet.
Might be watching it later tonight.
We might be watching Glory of Honor tonight. Yeah, we've heard a lot of great things, so we might be jumping back on that ROH train.
Yeah.
But definitely looking at this as being one of the best pay-per-views of the year. If you can, get out there and check it out. Definitely worth seeing. Bound for Glory, great show.
Yeah, really great show here. Really delivered on a lot of what we were expecting to deliver, and really did here on TNA's Bound for Glory. And this will now wrap up TNA Bound for Glory 2012 review. From my partner Ryan, I'm J-Man, and thank you for watching another edition of the Pro Wrestling Pulse, the pulse of the professional wrestling world.